caramel apple pies for Josh's work cookout or luncheon. I'm not sure which one it is because now they have a fancy office with a big old deck. But the last time I made 2 and they all got eaten. And so today I'm making 3. Hopefully I get all the proportions right because normally I like to only make 1 at a time. So the peeling of the apples is what takes the longest, and then cutting them takes a little while too. But then once you do that, it's smooth sailing from there. I've got these in all different ways. Sometimes I do one side, the opposite side, and then do 2 little sides. And then sometimes I just go around. I just like to make sure I get as much apple in there as I can, and none of this stuff as much. So each pie takes a half of a lemon, juiced. So I'm making 3 pies, so I'm going to use a lemon and a half. The lemons and the sugar will break down and make the syrup that tastes so good in the apple pie. Now each pie takes a 1/4 cup of flour, so I'm going to use 3/4 cups. And last but not least, salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we need a 1.5 sticks of butter for each pie to make the topping. Now I need a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour for each topping. So now I need a cup of packed brown sugar for each one. I usually use light brown sugar, but the day I went to the store, they were completely out. Imagine that. This is a 1/2 cup, so I'm using 2. I'm using dark brown sugar. Hopefully they turn out as well as usual. Need a 1/2 cup of oatmeal for each one. Raw, pure, simple Quick Oats is what I'm using. 1/2. Another 1/2. And another 1/2. And then last but not least, salt again. Each one gets 1/4 teaspoon salt. 1, a 2, and a 3. Smash it all together, and it makes crumbles. And this is what we're going to put on top of the pies. Put the oven on 375 to preheat. I am using frozen pie crust that I let set out for a little bit, and now I'm going to shave a little bit of nutmeg on each one. Next I put a little bit of cinnamon. If I can get the cinnamon to come out. And your apples, once you get them in here, you'll notice they will be heaping big time. But that's absolutely fine. That's what you want because they'll cook down. Now I'm going to take the topping that we just made and put it on top of my heaping apples. Sometimes these are really high. Today's not too bad, but you want to just try to get it on there and pack it on. I do it right by the sink because I usually end up spilling a bunch of it on the countertop, and it's just easier to clean up that way. I'll do the other 2, and then always when you're baking these, you gotta set them on a cookie sheet or something. I take the cookie sheet and I line it with aluminum foil to try to protect my cookie sheets because this gets really, really sticky and really, really hard from all the brown sugar. And there's the first one. Now we're going to take these out, and we're going to put pecans on top and then bake them for another 5 minutes. If you want to serve them hot, you can, and you pour half a jar of whatever kind of caramel topping you want over top. It only takes half for one pie. You can do it hot now, or you can let them cool down and pour it over later, which is what I like to do, because I've let my husband try it both ways, and he likes it better when I let them cool pretty much overnight, and then I pour the caramel topping on them before I take them anywhere. That's it.